Good day, and welcome to our explanation and demonstration of how to query these tabs, these worksheet tabs, their names, and use them in Excel. So how do we reference these tab names? Now in our case, what we needed to do was create a summary sheet for all of these different worksheets, and we didn't want to write these out manually again. Also, if we make changes to these tabs, we want it to be dynamic. So that's the background. If you're just here to get the answer, it's right there. That's your formula. But we're going to explain the formula and we're going to build it up in the next, couple of minutes here. It's not very challenging once you consider what the formula actually is. Really, the key here is that there's a variable in Excel called file name, and that's what we need to use. So the formula is simply equals cell, and you can see it brings up some settings for us here. And what we want to do is file name. Could have just clicked on this as well. And then select any cell that's not used currently. So I'll just choose E1 just at the top of the top here, and bracket, bingo. Now you can see this worksheet is stored in my C users Calga downloads. The workbook is called tabnamedemo.xls, and I'm on the users-Canada tab. So now all we have to do is query this string for that end bracket. Looks a little daunting when you look at this formula, but it's really not that hard. So let's just do it. So the first thing you want to do is go to the top here, go to the top here and copy that formula. Then what we'll do, get out of that, just press escape if you do what I just did, and just type equals, paste that in, and now we need to go back to the start and put in mid, because we're trying to find something in the middle of that string, right? We're not looking at the end or the start, we're looking somewhere in the middle. We need to do a find. So what command do you think that might be? Find, that's correct, bracket, quote, and we're looking for that square left bracket, unquote. And where do we need it to be searched in? Well, let's paste that formula in again, then end bracket, and because it's going to return the number where the bracket is, we need to actually add 1 to that count. So we're going to do +1, and then how many characters are in the tab name? Well, I think the maximum number is something like 100. Well, actually, I'm really not sure. So I always use 40 for this because none of my tabs are longer than 40 characters. And then end bracket, and bingo, there it is. Now, if you take this and you copy it, right? I just press Control-C, but I could right-click and copy. And then I take it to another tab and I paste it in. It's a mistake. Oh no. Yeah, so how do you get around that? Well, not very hard. What you have to do is instead of copying the cell, copy the formula. So go and copy the formula manually. Get out of that, go back to your other tab and paste it in. Go to your next tab, paste it in. Go to your next tab, paste it in. Now, I'll show you why I want to do this. I need to create a summary tab. So I'm going to take this tab right here. I'm going to drag it to the start. It really doesn't make any difference. It could be anywhere. I'm going to double click on it, call it summary. And now I'll just call this my data summary. Doesn't make any difference. What I want to do is I want to put that tab name in this cell. So how do you do that? Well, you just reference each of the cells in the other tab. So I just type the equal sign, click on your first one, select the cell with the data in it that you want, and bingo. Then press equals, click on the next tab, and so on and so forth. So I'll do this quickly. And you'll get the idea here. There we go. Now, if I go into one of these tabs and I say, oh, that wasn't Mexico, that was actually Argentina. And, well, let's go back and look at the summary. See, it's updated to Argentina. So that's really helpful. And just to finish this off, now, briefly, I could create a count, because that's really what I was looking for here, was a count of how many devices are here. So I'm going to go over here. Really could be any cell at all. I'm going to click the drop down on the sum, select more functions, and I'm going to count A, which counts the numbers of cells that are not empty. Click OK, and drag down. I could just select that whole section. So why not do that? There we go. There we go. And to make this fast, I'm going to do the same thing with each of these. And now on my summary, I can do equals, and just grab that one, equals, select the next tab, that one, equals, there we go, equals, Canada users, there we go. So you see it's 13, 25, 9, and 11. So let's go into Mexico, we'll add a couple. And I'll leave some spaces in there as well. Look what happens. The count's updated. And I can go into Canada, and I can remove these. And it's all dynamic. Pretty cool, huh? Hey, if you found this video useful, please click like. It really helps with the Google algorithm. Subscribe is always appreciated. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the section below. We'll get back to you, or somebody else will. And you can always get a hold of us at www.urtech.ca. That's www.urtech.ca. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye-bye.